G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to my NRL Round 11 tips, and it just feels useless doing these videos because I'm getting no tips right. I got 2 from 8 last week. I got 6 out of 16 in try scorers, so I'm going to bring back these anytime try scorers just to get something right. But let's get into my Round 11 tips. Starting off with the Newcastle Knights facing my Parramatta Eels. Greg Marju and Leo Thompson out for this one. So into the front row, Tyson Frizzell in jersey number 10. And onto the wing is Fletcher Hunt up against Zach Lomax. Yes, I spoiled it. Zach Lomax is back for the Parramatta Eels. And Tony Mataele is making his NRL debut via jersey number 17. So, yeah, interesting Parramatta side. Obviously lost to the Dolphins last week. Really like this side a lot. Dury comes into the back row. I would like to see Jordan Samrani come into the back row, Dury by the bench. I think Dury's doing a good job, but I still think he is someone who brings a bit of impact off the bench. As for the Newcastle Knights, absolutely embarrassing performance last week for them. They need to be better. We've scored more points than them on attack in the last month, so we've been better than them, but the ladder position doesn't point that way, and that worries me because we just can't execute games. And obviously, it's the first game of Mitchell Moses and Zach Lomax, so as an Eels fan, it's very, very exciting times ahead. But look, for this game, I think Parramatta can win it. It's at Newcastle. It's a Newcastle home game, but I'm going to go the Eels to win this one by 6 points. I'm going to go with a scoreline of 22 points to 16 in this one. First try scorer, I think Isaiah Iongi is going to have a really big game in this one. So my first try scorer is Isaiah Iongi to score first. And as for my anytime try scorer for this game, I did have it written down originally. I'll go with James Schiller. I think that's who I had. I'll get I'll get it written up for all the other games. So James Schiller anytime, first try Isaiah Iongi, and Eels to win by 6. Next up, from Accor Stadium on Friday night at 8 o'clock, it is the Bulldogs facing the Roosters. First versus ninth. Now the Bulldogs, Jamin Salmon is out for this clash. Into the back row is Harry Hayes coming in, and Luke Smith getting an NRL debut in jersey number 17. Lindsay Collins has been named for the Roosters. He is jersey number 17, so on the interchange for this side. The Roosters, they're playing all right footy, bit better than their start to the year. They're coming off the bye as well, so they're fresh going into this. The Bulldogs got a great win against Canberra, 32-20 after being down 20-0, so really impressed with that win. I give the Roosters a bit of a chance here. I don't know what it is. I have this weird feeling about the Roosters pulling off an upset, but I can't do it. What I've seen from Canterbury has been too good for mine. So I'm going to go the Bulldogs to win, but I do think this game will be a lot tighter than people will think. I love the Roosters plus 8.5 in this game. First try, I'll go the Roosters to win by 8. The Dogs to win by 8. I'm out of it tonight. Dogs 24, Roosters 16. First try scorer, I'm going to go with Marcelo Montoya to get the first try. And anytime try scorer coming off a big game a couple of weeks ago, Robert Toya to score a try for the Roosters. Bulldogs to win by 8 points. It is the Dolphins at Suncorp Stadium sitting in 12th, taking on the Warriors, who are in second position. Absolutely crazy. And some massive inclusions for the Warriors. Now, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck is back for the Warriors. He has been named... Actually, he's been named on the reserves. Interesting. But massive inclusion. James Fisher-Harris back in jersey number 8. That's a big in for the forward pack. And, you know, the outside backs playing well. Luke Metcalf playing great football as well. Now, Kenny Bromwich has been named for the Dolphins, but he is in jersey number 21 on the reserve. This is going to be a good game of football. The Dolphins haven't been playing the greatest, but they play good in front of the home crowd. They've beaten the Storm. They've beaten the Panthers. The Warriors, they've had easier opponents overall. However, they have continued to impress me as the weeks have gone. They're sitting in second position, which is absolutely crazy. This team has absolutely shocked the world. And Aaron Clark, man, he's playing some great football. Really, really tough game to pick here. I'm actually going to go an upset. I'm going to go the Dolphins. I think that the Warriors have had this amazing run, and I think they're still going to have a great run. I think the Warriors are probably going to play finals this year. I'm going to call it now, but I'm locking that in. But well, I think the Dolphins have more points in them than the Warriors. The Warriors have a really good defense. I just don't know how much attack they can throw at the Dolphins in this game in front of, the Warriors won at Magic Round. They do like winning at Suncorp Stadium, but I'm going to go Dolphins. I'm going to go Dolphins 24, Warriors 18, bit of a high scoring one here. Dolphins win by 6. I think the Wars crash over first, and I think first try scorer will be Marata Niokore. And as for the Dolphins, via the bench, anytime try scorer, Ruffy for the game, I'm going to go with Mark Nichols. Next up, it is the North Queensland Cowboys, who started to come back against the Penrith Panthers in Townsville, but it ended up being a draw. Now, they are favourites in 6th position against the 8th place Sea Eagle. Now, as for this team, they have changed. Jackson Purdue has been named in jersey 6. Tom Dearden is in jersey 7. Can Tom Dearden control a team and be that managing half? I've got question mark. He's a great defensive player, a great run of the ball, great short kicking game. I don't know how Tom Dearden's going to go in this game, and I'm very concerned for the Cowboys in that matter. Now, Jason Taumalolo out for an extended amount of time, so Cohen Hess has been named in jersey number 10 again. As for the Sea Eagles, a bench of Simpkin, Waddell, Navale coming back into the side, and Nathan Brown. On the wings is Lehigh Hopewate and Jason Saab. Now, Cherry Evans had a really, really shit game on the weekend. I think he had like 10 Supercoach points. I've got the poor bastard. He's heading to the Roosters. We all know it. It's just going to be announced soon. And his mindset, unfortunately, is there instead of with the Sea Eagle. And look, I mentioned the Dearden factor. The Cowboys have played good at home. I see more points in the Cowboys here. I was going to take Purdue to score, but I'm not going to take him in jersey number 6. So, look, I'm going the Cowboys, and I'm actually going to go the Cowboys big. I think Manly's season is on very thin ice, and I think this is a game where things will open up for the worst, and they will drop out of the 8. I'm going to go Manly to lose this one to the Cowboys, 30 points to 14. Cowboys win by 16. First try scorer, I'm going to go with Murray Taulangi to get the first try of the match. And as for my anytime try scorer, I'm going to go with Hamole Olakalatu to cross over at any time. So this is going to be a really good game on Saturday at 7:30. It's the Cronulla Sharks from Sharks Stadium, PointsBet Stadium, whatever the fuck it is now, up against the Storm in 3rd place. The Storm are coming off a 64-0 win over the West Tigers. Boy, oh boy, did that team bounce back after their loss to the Raiders. Tom Hazelton is out for the Sharks. Teague Wilton named on the reserves. Billy Burns still in the back row in that spot. Daniel Atkinson, jersey 14. Colhoun, Talakai back, and Hamlin Ueli. As for the Storm, Nelson came back and was dropped to jersey number 22. He had a really good performance, so I don't know what is going on here with this Storm lineup. Harry Grant has been named in jersey number 21. If he's ready to go, he'll play, and they'll probably win big. Now, the Sharks have been playing better football. Thought their win against Manly was brave as well, because at one point it looked like the same old Sharks that were choking away the game, but then they put in a good performance. And Will Kennedy, he's leading the Dally M, and I don't think he's the best player in the NRL right now. However, he's doing things for his team, and I can understand I can't understand the 6 points, if I'm being honest, but I can understand him being that leader and stepping up in those big moments. And it's great to see. So, look, if he can step up in this game against the Storm, I give the Sharks a red-hot chance to keep this one close. But I think the Melbourne Storm should be too good. I don't necessarily think it'll be a 13-plus win for the Storm here, but I do think they'll win by 10 points. I'm going to go the Storm to win 26 points to 16 in this game. First try scorer, I'm going to go with Grant Anderson to cross over first in the left centre. And I'm going to go with Britton Nickera. He's been in great try-scoring form this year. He's going to score a try against Melbourne at home. So this is going to be I think this is going to be a good game. The Broncos and the Dragons at 2 o'clock on Sunday. 7th versus 13th. And a massive price for the Dragons at $3.65. Now, as for this game, Ben Hunt is out. And for the Dragons, Toby Couchman is out. So no Ben Hunt up against his old club there. Ezra Mam is back in the NRL, and boy, is he going to get a welcome, whether it be boos or cheers. There is going to be a lot of noise for Ezra Mam at Suncorp this week, and in jersey number 6 with Adam Reynolds, As for the rest of the team, they look unchanged for mine. Just checking that bench, it looks pretty much the same. As for the Dragons, the bench is Little, Leilua, Pacific Tonga, and Blake Laurie. So Pacific Tonga is here to stay, I believe, and Blake Laurie has been named as well. As I mentioned, Toby Couchman out. Now, the Broncos have not been playing good football at all. And, man, they're up 14-0 or whatever, 14-4, whatever it was against South Sydney. And they lost the game. They're just losing games that they shouldn't be losing. And I'm worried about them in this game. I'm worried about them without Ben. I know Ben Hunt hasn't been amazing, but I still think he brings a lot to this side. Ezra hasn't played football in a long time. They are at home. It's on a Sunday arvo where they were shit against the Panthers. They don't play well at day games, do they, Brisbane? I feel like I'm falling into a trap here, but I'm going to tip the Broncos 1-12. I'm going to go the Broncos 24, Dragons 16, Brisbane win by 8 points. I'm not confident at all. I think the Dragons will score first, though. I'm going to go the Dragons to score first via Corey Allen, first try scorer on, I think he's the left wing. And as for my anytime try scorer, I'm going to go rough here. I'm going to say that Kobe Hetherington goes bang and goes over for a try on Sunday at home. Dragons keep it close, but the Broncos win by 8. Next up, it is the Canberra Raiders looking to bounce back from their shock loss to the Dogs after being up 20-0 up against the Gold Coast Titans heading to Canberra. Isaac Fasua-Maali is out and Matty Nicholson is out for the Raiders. So it is Zach Hosking coming into the back row for Canberra. Josh Papali'i named in jersey number 16 and Simi Sasaki named in jersey number 15. Titans bench is Kieran Foran, who I believe, if he is, if I'm right, good luck. It's his 300th game this weekend. Great milestone for Kieran Foran. He's had an amazing NRL career, so congratulations to Kieran Foran. Then you've got Jermaine Jolliffe, Chris Randall, and Hosea Pahalu. The Titans, man, it was a good win. It was a good win against the Knights, but the Knights were just that bad, and I can't take that much out of it. And the Titans have... I didn't expect this team to be this bad at all. I really didn't this year. But I'm really worried about them here in Canberra. Canberra have shown that they can score some points. They've played pretty well at home for the most part. I'm going to go the Raiders big here. I think they bounce back. I think they're a really solid side this year. I know Matty Nicholson's a bit of a loss, but I still think they can win it. Raiders 32, Titans 12, Canberra win by 20 points. First try scorer, I'm going to go with Ethan Strange. He's been popping up for a try here and there. Let's go him to score first. And anytime try scorer for the Gold Coast Titans, I'm going to go with Philip Sami to score at any time. And we finish off the round at Campbelltown Stadium with the West Tigers in 10th, hosting the South Sydney Rabbitos in 11th. Now, as for the Rabbitos, they look unchanged. Obviously, Sullivan and Humphreys in the halves once again. Latrell Mitchell at fullback. Alex Johnston actually has been named in jersey number 2. So that's a great inclusion on the wing for the South Sydney Rabbitoh. As for the rest of the side, just checking. Havili at hooker. Aitken, Duncan. Yeah, it's pretty much the same side. Now, as for the West Tigers, have they wielded the axe? Not really. Vanua Pole is out for this one. Now, a lot of Tigers fans want to see Heath Mason. He's been named in jersey number 18. Talon De Silva named in jersey number 19 with Brent Naden in jersey 14. Really interesting. I actually like what Talon De Silva brings off the bench, sort of like that Jacob Little player. So this is a really bold move, but we'll see how it goes. And then the bench is Sucker, Bird, and Fianu for the Tigers. Now, they're back at home. Royce Hunt coming into jersey number 10 as well. There's a couple of changes to the side, obviously. Can they bounce back? Can the Tigers bounce back from 64-0? I think they can keep this game close. They are at home. Oh, man, they're actually favourites going into this game, which is crazy for mine. I am going to tip South Sydney. I think that even if the Tigers are in front, Souths can find a way to get their nose in front. I think they have a bit of class, some X factor, and I think Jamie Humphreys brings so much to that South Sydney attack, and I think they're going to be better this week, even though they were great last week. Rabbitohs by 6. This is going to be a very close game of football. I think it'll be low scoring too. I think there won't be too many points at night. Rabbits 22, Tigers 16, first try scorer to be Campbell Graham, and in front of the home faithful Tyrrell May to crash over and score a try at any time. Those are my tips for the weekend, guys. Make sure you let me know your tips in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and don't forget that if you follow my tips this week, you will most likely get 2 from 8. Hope you enjoy watching. I'll see you guys next week.